Pakistan.
Hi, I'm Courtney from Canada.
This is Colin from China.
Hey guys, I'm Nikki from Nigeria.
Hi, I'm Walid from Saudi Arabia.
My name is John Ray. I come from China.
And together we are international.
Stress is a part of life, and it's not always a bad part of life. Most of us enjoy good stress in small doses, like roller coasters, watching sports, or even a scary movie. That's the kind of stress that keeps us young and on our toes. Then there's bad stress, or worse, chronic stress. Negative stress isn't just in your head. It can affect us both mentally and physically. Stress hormones in the body for extended periods of time can physically age our cells. So when you're stressed at work or home, your cells look and act older, making you look older and even impacting your immune system. Not only does it add years to your appearance, it can also affect your memory, making brain cells shrink permanently. Even short-term stress can make it hard for you to remember simple things. The good news is, you can manage stress now to prevent more damage to your body and mind tomorrow. Stress management is a skill that can be learned. Check out Blue KC's Tips to Manage Stress video for ways to beat stress for a longer, healthier, and happier life.
Question number 1. What situations are most stressful for me as a student?
The situations that are most stressful for me as a student are when I have assignments that I haven't done and things start piling up, but probably most during exam week and midterms and stuff.
How does stress affect me physically and psychologically?
I become really probably irritable to be around, and I also just get, I lose sleep, and yeah.
How does stress affect my ability to do schoolwork?
Usually when I'm stressed out, I tend to be able to focus more, and I usually get stuff done because I hate getting stressed out and getting behind.
What do I do to cope with stress?
To cope with stress, I usually either get my homework done to not be stressed out, or I listen to music and hang out with people.
Okay, question number 1. What situations are the most stressful for you as a student?
The situations that are most stressful for me as a student are when I am not prepared for tests or assignments which are due or are coming up really soon.
Number 2. How does stress affect you physically and psychologically?
I want to just do different videos. Okay. Physically, I don't sleep very well, and that affects me psychologically because I'm always really tired, and that makes me moody and probably unpleasant to be around.
Question number 3. How does stress affect your ability to do schoolwork?
Usually it actually improves my ability to do schoolwork because I want to get it done so I can relieve my stress.
Question number 4. What do you do to cope with stress?
Well, again, I usually do my homework, but sometimes I like to get my mind off things, so maybe I'll watch a movie or do some sort of physical activity.
Question 1. What situation is the most stressful for you as a student?
I guess it's final.
Question 2. How does stress affect you?
Well, it's driving me crazy.
Question 3. How does stress affect your ability to do schoolwork?
It's gonna make me do it really slowly.
Question 4. What do you do to cope with the stress?
Smoking and sleeping.
Thank you.
What situations are the most stressful for you as a student?
The situations that are the most stressful for me would definitely be midterms and exams and just assignments in general when I haven't prepared for them.
How does stress affect you physically and psychologically?
Physically, I definitely lose a lot of sleep because I'm so anxious about everything, and that in turn makes me very grumpy.
How does stress affect your ability to do schoolwork?
I just get really anxious and I just don't do it and I avoid it. That's what I do.
And what do you do to cope with stress?
Sometimes I'll make a list out for the dates that I need to hand things in or study just to try and be organized. But other than that, usually if I'm stressed, I avoid doing my schoolwork or going to class.
Thanks.
Hello, Max. Question 1. What situations are the most stressful for you as a student?
I think it's in-class presentation and the final exam.
Alright. Question 2. How does stress affect you?
Yeah, I normally cannot concentrate my focus on other things.
Okay. Question 3. How does stress affect your ability to do schoolwork?
It's going to lower my efficiency and actually I may not gonna get good grade on other works.
Okay. Question 4. What do you do to cope with stress?
I normally play some games and maybe guitar is a good choice. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What situations are the most stressful for you as a student?
The situations that are the most stressful for me as a student is right before an exam. I just get massive panic attacks when I'm trying to study for it.
Number 2. How does stress affect me physically and psychologically?
Physically, I get very anxious and I get really bad stomach aches and I can't eat because I'm just way too worked up and nervous. Psychologically, I'm a mess.
Number 3. How does stress affect my ability to do schoolwork?
Stress affects my ability to do schoolwork because I get myself so worked up that I'm so worried about not being able to do something and I can't sit down and actually focus and do it.
Number 4. What do I do to cope with stress?
To cope with stress, I need to plan ahead and have a schedule about when I'm going to do everything. Doing things last minute for me doesn't work, so as long as I'm prepared, I'm okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you several questions.
Sure, please.
Question 1. What situations are the most stressful for you as a student?
I think it's the final exam.
Okay. Question 2. How does stress affect you?
Affect me? I think it made me nervous.
Question 3. How does stress affect your ability to do schoolwork?
Yeah, and it make me tired and really sometimes don't want to do the homework.
Okay. Question 4. What do you do to cope with stress?
Good question. And I usually eat noodles. Yeah, like noodles, Chinese noodles.
Okay, thank you.
The Therapy Puppy started in fall of 2010, and we bring them on campus each quarter prior to finals week to relieve stress for students. So it's just a good stress relief activity whenever the students can come and pet the puppy and interact. In fall of 2010, we had about 350 students come out, and every quarter it grows. Last quarter we were up a little over 600 students, and today we'll probably exceed that. So it gets more popular with students every quarter, and they learn every quarter that they're here to relieve stress, and they know that, and they're excited about it. There are studies, there have been studies done across the country, and it is conclusive that it does decrease stress, particularly for college students. A lot of it is college students being away from home and just missing their pets at home, and so they get to have that interaction, and just the interaction with somebody that's there to kind of sit and listen but not offer advice is very helpful to them.
He's 3 years old. He's a rescue dog. We got him from the animal shelter when he was 1. And he's been a therapy dog for the last 2 years.
He's got great personality.
He does. He has a good. He's laid back, very laid back. He's not hyper at all. You have a variety of dogs here, from the lab, who is super hyper, down to him, who's super lazy.
A lot of energy.
It's a lot of weight. He weighs 200 pounds, so it's a lot of weight to carry around. That takes all his energy.
How does one dog train to be a therapy?
It depends on their temperament, their personality. They have to be able to be calm in all different situations.
So pretty much my dogs won't be it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is my first time seeing it. I love dogs, and it kind of brings me close to home because I don't get to see mine every day. So just being able to hang out with these it's great, and especially for my first time having finals here. So
I do have a dog at home. I love dogs. It does. It got my mind off physics for a while, so I think that's the best part.